Back! And yeah, the reason we waited to kill that Big Daddy is because we're actually just about to get a new gun.
Ben wanted you to wait 2 days to see it die.
Exactly.
Don't let him fill your head full of nonsense.
I love making people wait. It's more satisfying that way.
Yeah. If you're watching this in the future, then hey, you didn't have to wait.
Exactly.
Fontaine. Know what these drug addicts need? A good wrench on. That's it. Wow, did you about to die again?
I'm getting fucking blasted by this sack of shit. Alright.
Dang, dude, stressful tubing. There you go.
I got a nice little rocket launcher on our side.
Nice. Rocket launcher boy.
Yep. Oh, son of a bitch, I will.
Freaking microphone stand. My stand is kind of busted, so it just like slowly over time slides off of the table it's clipped to. I gave Ben the good stand because I'm a good person.
Yeah, mine has been very well.
I've never adjusted it once in like the 6 months or whatever we've been doing this.
Yeah, seriously.
I guess it's actually only been 4. We started about 4 months ago.
Yeah.
In the 4 months you've been doing this, I've never even had to look at Ben's stand. Mine has been detached, adjusted. I put duct tape on it at one point, switched tables. And I'm like, okay, I just got a bum stand.
Yep, exactly. Pokey, come on, man. Pokey, come on. Your dog is real. It really wants to be a part of the Let's Play today.
Because he's a good boy.
Yeah. He's like nudging me with his nose. I'm just like, Pokey, come on.
What's up, big man? Oh yeah. Give him that wrench therapy.
Yep. Gonna give him a fucking up the head hit with the fucking wrench.
Give him the old bobbity boopy.
Yep. The unga bunga.
Take him to Italy. You want to taste Italy? A bobbity boopy. And a bam.
So it looks like
Call me old wrench hands.
Or switch over to the shotgun and stuff like that. We're actually full on ammo for everything. That's another thing about the game is you don't hold too much ammo for anything, which has always been kind of I like it when a game kind of it doesn't limit you a lot because you technically have, I think it's 48 ammo for each because you have 3 different ammo for each gun, and so you actually do have a decent amount of variety. But
what you're saying is it's not the Evil Within where you can only physically carry 3 bullets?
Yeah, exactly. Or like fucking Silent Hill where you can carry an indefinite amount depending on the
Bag
game.
of holding. How many handgun bullets do you have? 400?
It's just like a... James, where are you carrying all that?
He's wearing a military style jacket. He's got pockets for days.
Yeah.
Who can blame a lady who craves variety?
Yeah, right. Ugly mother.
And one day the gentleman stopped calling.
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. People don't think it'd be like it is, but it do.
Mm-hmm. One day you're talking to somebody every day, next time you never talk to them again.
Yep. Or like, you see it on like Facebook a lot. One day you went outside to play for the last time and you didn't even know it.
I fucking hate those memes. It's just like, you know, one day it'll be the final time you ever hug your parents or some bullshit. Like, what the fuck, dude? Why do people gotta think like that?
Yeah,
I mean, I get
that's
it.
technically true.
Yeah, I know.
You're right. Shut up.
Don't tell me about it. Just should stop talking.
Shouldn't we just live our lives instead of fucking hyper fixating on small, minute details that like you can't change anyway?
Yeah, exactly.
Go outside. Get a job.
Get a job. Get some hair. I don't know. All right.
That's my thought all the time. Go outside.
Yeah. That's very true.
Speaking of going outside, we're over in your neck of the woods the other day because I need to go to Ulta because I was getting some beard care products.
You were smelling pretty nice the other day.
Yeah, dude, I got this great like leave-in conditioner for my beard. I need to get a, because I've used products, but it's always just like, I don't know, Amazon stuff, and I'm like, let me go to like an actual like store that specializes in like good shit instead of random Amazon brands.
Yeah.
And I did, and it's great. There's one other product they make, but they didn't have it in the store. It's called a beard quencher, which is like a lotion for your beard, but it's specific, not just for your beard, but it's for the skin under your beard, because I get a lot of like dead skin under there.
Oh, yeah.
And so it hydrates your skin under your beard, which has always been a problem for me. And so I found it's called a beard quencher, but they didn't have it in store. I got to order it online, but I picked up like the stay-in leave-in conditioner. It also holds it. So it's like almost like a gel for your beard, so it doesn't go all crazy during the day.
It's more firm.
Yeah, but it's got a sandalwood scent. That's what you were smelling.
Oh, yep.
When you were giving me kisses, and we saw the other day. But right next to there is a bookstore, and I popped in there, and this is like a small bookstore, but we were talking to the lady who runs it. And it was really cool. Like because she was explaining to Hannah, they have like a trade-in thing. Like you can come trade books in and they give you store credit and you can buy books. And then she's like, if you read the book and you can bring it back and trade it back into us and we'll give you store credit for it.
Oh.
So it's like a library function.
Ah, okay.
But it's like you pay and then you can trade stuff in. And we were talking to her because I have multiple copies of books because my favorite books, I tend to, if I see them at a Goodwill, I just buy them.
Yeah.
I usually like to give to people as gifts. But, you know, how many people do I know that read? But we were just talking about that. Like, every time we'd see a book we love, we just buy it. And we just end up having a great conversation with her. And, like, that would have never happened had I not gone outside. And then when this lady was telling us about that, we could have just been like, cool, thanks. But no, it just led to another conversation. And now I'm like, oh, this bookstore is awesome. This lady's really cool.
Yeah.
So I made the decision to engage with a stranger.
Yeah, it's hard. I get it. A lot of people have a lot of anxiety nowadays about actually going outside and dealing with people.
I have crippling anxiety, dude. That's why I can't drive a car.
Yeah.
But I've decided, be scared, do it anyway. Like I've literally am like tired of that aspect of myself, and I make strives every day to be better about it.
Yeah.
Like I used to like not be able to return something. Because if I bought it and like it didn't fit, I would just live with that decision because the anxiety of going and interacting with somebody to return it was crippling.
Yeah.
And I forced myself to do it, and now I can do it.
Exactly.
Like,
it's the same with these Let's Plays. It's like the idea of actually doing this is scary to me because I'm like, oh, I'm putting myself out there. My opinions might sound stupid or like I judge myself.
Be good.
Yeah, exactly.
When we did Homecoming, yeah, it's flawed, and it's not great. It's the worst one we did, but I was like, we fucking did it though. Like I got tired of being like, oh man, we should. I just went and I bought the stuff and I set it up and we fucking did it. And I'm like, I don't care if anybody watches it. If they do, that's cool. But I'm proud of the fact that we did something.
Yeah.
And it's there for us to go and watch later. Like,
exactly.
It's a trip. Like I have my YouTube channel where I did all my bass stuff, and I went back and watched. Like one of them was me talking, because I kept getting people asking about my gear, so I did a whole video talking about it, and I'm like, whoa, I'm listening to me 4 years ago or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just cool to have that shit there, but you know, that's why I started playing Magic again. That's why I play online, but I'm like, I'm gonna buy a paper deck, And I'm going to find a shop that's close, and I'm going to drive myself there. That's the only way I'm going to get over this.
Yeah, yeah.
That's literally the plan. Is I mean, Hannah's going to be there, like in the passenger seat, because I'm scared to drive by myself. But I'm like, I'm going to drive myself there, and then until I get to the point where I feel comfortable driving by myself. And I'm like, that's the only way I'm going to get over this. I need a carrot at the other end of that stick, and I'm tired of this. I'm going to fix it.
Yeah. I feel that. I mean, I am very confident in my driving all the way up until I have to drive on like the freeway.
Which is funny because I can drive on the freeway. It's city driving that freaks me out.
Oh, yeah.
I've driven to and from Portland several times.
That's so funny.
Because the freeway is easy because I get in my lane and I'm like, cool, 100 miles of going straight. I don't have to worry about the cars around me. I stay in my spot and it's figured out.
I don't know, I'm a lot more comfortable with the city driving just because it's like the speed is what starts to get me when I have to drive faster, and then like I gotta make sure I'm like not hitting cars around me or something like that. It's just there's something a bit more anxiety inducing about it. But I've definitely tried to work on that as well. Like I hate driving to Seattle. I hate driving in Seattle.
I mean, you can be good at driving, and driving in Seattle's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, exactly.
The roads are tiny, and it's 2 lanes, and that's all there is. There is no shoulder, yet people can still park on the street.
Yeah.
And so it turns 2 lanes into 1 lane, and it's a hill, and every other street's a one-way, and yeah, and then you're driving, and then all of a sudden that lane ends, and it's a fucking nightmare. It makes no sense. When I lived in Texas, the roads are so big. The only time I ever drove by myself was in Texas because I thought I had to drive to the office, and I'm like, I have to get over this. So I would drive 45 minutes to the office, even though I was working from home, preparing for having to go back. And then I was driving myself to the grocery store because the lanes are huge. You could fit like 2 cars in 1 lane because it's made for big ass Texas trucks. So then we moved back here, and it's like the roads are tight again, and so I got to get more comfortable. But yeah, but I'm like, do what you can to get over it. Because I tried medication. I went to a doctor, and my anxiety is so crippling. Like, I can't drive myself. I can't talk to strangers. Like, somebody said it on a podcast once. They're like, I can't, like, at the grocery store, I can't check to see if fruit is ripe.
Really?
Like, I have anxiety about that. Like, just the people around me being like, what is this fucking idiot not know? What's wrong with, like, it's like that. And I'm like, dude, I relate to that so hard. But yeah, I went to a doctor, and they're like, well, we can put you on antidepressants. And I'm like, well, I'm not depressed anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, I do get bouts of depression, but my depression is not severe. But and they're like, well, I'm like, I just want anti-anxiety medication that is not a hard narcotic. Like, I don't want Xanax. I don't want to be drugged.
Yeah.
And she was just, but this doctor was like, well, that doesn't really exist. She's like, a lot of the antidepressants are also anti-anxiety. They're 2 of the same thing. And I'm like, yeah, but my experience with antidepressants have been bad. And I was like, and I don't want a narcotic. And she's like, well, that's kind of what like Xanax and that's anti-anxiety stuff is. And I was just so flabbergasted that there was no, like, you can't just solve this problem.
Yeah,
like, and then so she gave me something, and I took it, and it made me incredibly high and then so sick to the point where I was so nauseous. It felt like I took a Vicodin.
Oh, geez, yeah.
And so I just went and slept it off. And then the next day, I'm like, let me take a half of one, and it still did it. And I'm like, God damn it, dude. So that's when I realized, I'm like, okay, either I have to get on antidepressants, which I've had a really bad experience with. I'm like, or I just have to figure it out. Exposure therapy it. And so I've just gone that route because I'm like, unfortunately, I need to be able to do these things to be fulfilled in my own life. And I just have to be scared and fucking get over it.
That's the same way I am, man, because it's like anything I take a Benadryl, it fucks me. I take a single Benadryl and it fucks me up.
Yeah.
Like I try to take some Advil PM to sleep at night, it fucks me up. Like all these fucking drugs, it's like everything but maybe just some regular old Advil will actually get me fucking high.
Yeah, I hate taking pills. Because when they asked about my depression, they're like, suffered with depression. I'm like, oh yeah. Like suicidal thoughts. I'm like, anytime anything bad ever happened ever.
Yeah.
But then it was like, you know, I changed the diet, started working out. But that was the thing too. And like, so she's like, well, what have you done on your own? I was like, I run 8 miles a day. I used to weigh 300 pounds. I weighed 150 at the time.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, well, it seems like you've done everything on your own. I'm like, yeah.
It's like,
I'm like, this is the last resort.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I could never really see myself because I've taken Xanax before just to see.
Just to party?
Yeah, just to party, and that stuff fucks me up too much. I'm like, how do people just take this just to make themselves? And I get it. It's like, yeah, I think you have to like take it for a while before your body starts to kind of like mellow out.
And some of those medications work for people, and I'm so envious of you.
Yeah.
And I wish it did for me. Like, I mean, maybe I just got to do the thing where you just keep trying different stuff, but it's funny because I have great health insurance, but I was so poor for so long that in my head, I'm like, who can afford to go to a doctor?
Yeah, you're just like, I
With
can't
what
do
money?
that.
They're like, you have great health insurance. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So funny.
I get that.
I mean, where did this conversation come from? Oh, yeah, we're playing a game where they're doing drugs.
Yep, exactly. That's what this game, that's what this is a fucking, you are surrounded by people fucking just spliced out. Well, that's what they're called. They're just called splicers.
Yeah.
Because they've fucking taken so many drugs, their DNA's kind of fucking warped. They're turning into kind of fish people a
Did you ever
bit.
play Hybrid Heaven?
No, I don't think
It's
so.
a Kojima game. It's a very, very obscure Kojima game.
Okay.
And I only knew about it because when my mom got me my N64, the game she got me with it was Hybrid Heaven.
So weird,
In
really.
hindsight, it's like, what? But I guess it was probably, probably just came out when she was in the game, like in the toy store. And so she just grabbed it. But it was the Kojima game where like, it was wrestling. Like, so you're walking around and it's like all these crazy monsters, but the combat's wrestling. And so it's like it would go into a combat, it was kind of turn-based, and you'd be like, right arm takedown.
Oh.
I never knew the name of that game. I remember it being very, very fun. And then I remember looking it up, and it turns out, yeah, it's a very obscure Kojima game, and it's like a cult classic. Like, people who know about it love it.
Oh, shit, okay.
If I ever get an N64, I'll try and get a copy of it. It looks like dog shit now.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you know what Hybrid Heaven is, if you also randomly got that with your N64 when you were 8 years old, shout off in the comments. You have a grenade launcher?
Yeah. But I love it because it's like you shoot cans or something, like these makeshift grenades. Ooh, game's kind of Ooh, wow. Ooh.
We are on version 1, no updates.
Oh my god. Holy crap.
My frames!
My fucking frames.
Debo
dude.
attacked your frames directly.
Seriously, holy crap, holy.
I was wondering if we're gonna run into bugs with these PS3 games because my PlayStation's not connected to the internet.
Yeah.
So when we plug in a game and it downloads, it's fucking V1.
Yeah, buddy, holy crap.
With the exception of Silent Hill HD Collection, because that game was so broken, I did connect it to the internet to get all the updates for it.
As you see, this one's a little less like in your face, but that's because he has a gun instead. But he does shoot these proximity mines that you have to watch out
That's
for.
a good design for the game developers, so these fights don't feel samey.
Exactly.
It's like kill the splicers, find the big daddy, kill the big daddy, harvest the girl, move on.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's like fucking. Oh shit. Okay.
There he goes.
There I go. Well, I weakened him to a good point, so we'll just have to make our way back up there.
I don't know if you've applied any of these stickers yet. We have stickers with our logo on it that my sister-in-law makes. They have a sticker maker and they're fun. But this one keeps peeling off my water bottle.
Yeah, mine actually kind of broke down because I did put it on a water bottle of mine.
Oh, the ones I printed or the ones that she printed?
The ones you printed.
Mine too. The sticker went over mine that got...
Yeah, exactly. It's like breaking down a little bit.
Yeah, but the ones that she made, they're so thick they cast a shadow.
Oh, yep.
But they start to peel up. This one actually stuck well because I put it over the old sticker. So it has the old paper to stick to, but on a water bottle it doesn't stick all that great. Brittany, if you're watching this, I'm sure the future stickers will be great. The ones I stuck on my fridge are fine. And for you viewer at home, ain't no stickers out there for you. These are for me.
Wait. That sack of balls.
What? He sent her home?
He sent her home. All right. Well, we're going to wait because that was too much ammo wasted. I'm getting this motherfucker. So we'll just play the waiting game a little bit.
It's funny that they just go out of combat.
Well, they killed me. Their job was done.
Oh, yeah.
So he's like, all right, I killed that threat. We're all safe now.
While he's like on purple smoke fire.
Yeah. These guys, these are...
Threat neutralized as you're holding a fucking grenade launcher next to him.
See, it's funny because when you're, see, it's kind of...
He's like, scram.
Yeah, because when it's just him, he's like, whatever, I don't really care about my safety. But when it comes to, if he had the little sister around, he'd get real fucking mad. I was sitting around here.
Good guy, Debo, protecting them little girls.
Yep, exactly.
Does the main character have a name, or is it just protagonist?
Jack.
Jack. Protagonist.
Protagonist. Yeah, we're Jack.
We're playing as your dad?
Yes, exactly. I love how he looks around. He's like, cry.
Just that nerd. I ain't worried.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, whatever, that guy. Little does he know, I'm just playing the waiting game.
Do you not want to engage him with full health? Thanks, Mr. Bubbles. Do they all have different names, or are they all Mr. Bubbles?
Mr. Bubbles to the little girls. But they technically do have slightly different names.
Like if we had the manual, they'd all have different names.
Yeah, exactly. They're different classes, just like the splicers. Actually, we will get a camera here in a minute, and it allows us to fuck. It allows us to fuck. But luckily, there's not really any real setback other than being sent back.
Yeah.
The setback is being sent back, but yeah.
I'll title this video that.
Yeah.
The setback is being sent back. Yeah. Bioshock part X, Y, or Z.
But other than that, I don't think it really costs you anything. Other than it's like, it respawns enemies and stuff sometimes, so you might have to refight certain things. Let's see if we can go get this fucker before... This will become a little easier once I do get the camera, because I'll actually be able to do more damage to these guys.
Get got.
Shit.
Oh. Like a face tank that. Oh,
yeah,
you did.
really.
Oh, you get his gun.
No. You just grab ammo from it.
Oh.
It was alright, little girl. I help you.
Little girl.
You have shown kindness to my little ones, but are you really a friend to us? Regardless, a little one brings you a gift to demonstrate our appreciation.
To demonstrate. A teddy bear.
Oh.
All right. Well, we definitely.
That's what you're talking about. When you rescue them, you get extra bonuses.
Exactly. So now that Tenenbaum, I believe is that woman's name, has seen that I've actually trying to help the little girls. Which actually, the ending of this game, because there's two different endings, if you help or kill, the ending for helping them is actually very sweet. I like the ending a lot.
Yeah, we've been getting the good endings in the games that have multiple endings.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. Silent Hill's as good as you can get, really.
Yeah, we got the leave ending, although nobody leaves Silent Hill except for Harry.
Yeah.
Canonically, he's the only one who's ever left.
And I think that's because you can actually think about it. Maybe it's because Alessa allows him to leave.
Yeah, I believe that. I'd buy that for $1.
But yeah, so you got 200 Adam from that. And then you get the fucking Hypnotize Big Daddy. We'll put that on in just a second. I gotta buy another plasmid slot. And then so we'll put the, oh damn it. But either way. So, I guess we'll do Eve. Yeah, we'll do this. And then, because there's different things here. I don't think I've explained this, but each you have, so see, there's different, there's physic tonics, engineering tonics, and combat tonics, and then you get, obviously, 6 of each, depending on what you want.
I just want a gin and tonic.
I just want a drink.
Hey, you make me an old-fashioned.
So yeah, cause a big daddy to protect you for a brief time. Need a bodyguard in a pinch? Our new hypnotized plasma will fool a big daddy into protecting you as if you were its own little sister. Very fun to use. Very fun to use, especially when you get one big daddy to fight another big daddy. And
I'm going hiking with Jesse and them out near Leavenworth, like the first weekend of October. And like they're picking me up at like 1:30 in the morning, and then it's like a 3-hour drive or something.
oh wow, really?
Yeah, because we gotta get. It's a really popular trail in Washington, apparently. So if you're not there well before the sun comes up, like you're not getting parking, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
So they're like, well, we're gonna have to. I'm like, well, you're picking me up because my ass don't drive.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're like, yeah, we'll have to pick you up like 1:30. I'm like, that's fine. I'm just gonna get in your car and fall asleep again.
Yeah,
I'm like, this is a
probably.
commitment to whoever's driving. And then Chelsea's like, yeah, because then we had to go and do the hike, and it's a super long hike, and then it's a long drive back. And she's like, oh, Oktoberfest is going on in Leavenworth around that time, so I'll have to check it out. And I was like, you're just committing your mans. So yeah, let's go on this long drive in the middle of the night, and then go on a big ass hike, and then also we're gonna go over here, kill more time, then have a long drive home. I'm like, all of this is fine to me. All I have to do is be present
Jesse
and do
is gonna
it.
be. Hopefully, he has the will to do so.
Yeah.
Or at least, like, because, yeah, that kind of stuff, man, just talking about that sounds tiring as fuck to me.
Yeah, it's my. I'm like, we can go get food. I mean, I don't really drink, so.
Yeah,
That's always the deal after a hike. You always want to go get food.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. We did that. We're gonna go get the camera now.
But the more shit they tack on, the more I'm like,
it's like, that's gonna be one hell of a day. It's gonna be fun, I'm sure.
yeah, I'm sure it'll be fun. It's just the more things get tacked onto it, I'm like, man, I'm tired. Just thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm very much. I burned myself out when I was younger. I'm very much a homebody nowadays.
I know, I like to go out and do stuff. Like I said, I was in Portland last weekend, going to Spokane this week. We were supposed to go back to Oregon in mid-November, but Hannah's brother's coming up here, and I'm like, oh, hell yeah, we still get to see your brother, and I don't have to spend any fucking money?
Yep.
Let's go. Buy more magic cards.
Okay. Piece of crap. Okay.
It's funny, I'm usually really strict about how I eat, but because I have this whole week off, I've just been in fucking vacation mode. It's funny, but by the time you finally come over here, in our Halloween episode, I talked about how I always have Reese's Pumpkins.
Yeah.
And we have the dish, and this has been filled to the brim with Reese's Pumpkins twice.
And it's empty right now,
It's empty
folks.
right now.
Empty. Do you hear me?
It's empty, yes. At 2 different occasions, we spent $20 to $40 on Reese's Pumpkins. And then, so we got the first one, and we tore through that. And I was like getting like sugar sick.
Oh yeah, I would
And then I
imagine.
started breaking out because I never eat sugar. And I'm like, all right, that's enough. And then when we were in Oregon, Hannah's like, I'm buying more because we were at that Walmart. And then even her a few days ago was like, okay, I got to put these out of sight. Because the problem is when you're walking by and you see it, it's like my hand's reaching for it before my brain even has a chance to say anything. And so she put them over here, and I just noticed today it's empty. So last night she was up all night eating Reese's Pumpkins.
Yeah, that's the way I am, man. It's just like, I know my habits.
Oh, if it's around a snack, that, when I'm on vacation too, I go buck wild. Like Friday, I'm like kind of broke in a sense that I'm like, I don't want to put more money on my credit card. I'm like, it's fine. It'll all be paid off like, before the end of the year. But I'm trying to fight it. But Friday, I ordered pizza from my favorite pizza place. Woke up, ate leftover pizza, and then I hung out with you guys and it's like, want to go get Mexican food?
Yeah.
So then we ate Mexican food. And then I fell asleep at like 8 o'clock last night because I was Mexican food tired.
Yeah. Oh yes, yes.
And now I ate, what I normally eat, but then I'm like, man, I want to order something. I'm on vacation mode, but then I'm going to be in Spokane spending more money. It's a slippery slope.
You're just in one of those, yeah, you're just in a good spot right now, I'd say.
Yeah, because I come back from vacation and then I get my raise.
Yeah, hopefully I'll be getting, I'm trying to get a new job right now.
You'll get it.
So I've stopped doing the green stuff for a while. I've been off for about 2 weeks, and I did some detox the other day. Man, that detox, I was at first, I was like, oh shit, this stuff's kind of messing with my stomach. But after just like maybe like an hour, I actually, the rest of the night, I felt really clear-headed. It was actually quite nice. I felt really good afterwards.
That's the other thing about eating like shit. Is, yeah, I think like shit.
Yeah, exactly. So after a while, I was like, man, this is actually pretty nice. So I don't know if I'll start smoking again after I get the job. I'm kind of just playing it by ear at this moment.
I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's where your dad works, it's where your brother works.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like a family. So we'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to it just to kind of get a new experience in. Nothing extravagant. It's going to be working in a warehouse. I'll be learning how to use like a forklift and stuff
Ben's
like that.
going to be forklift certified.
Yeah, exactly. So
I don't know. I don't know if they expire, but I was forklift certified technically.
at one point,
Yeah. Class 5.
I don't know
propane
if they do
powered.
expire. They might. It might be something you have to kind of re-up on every now and again. Oh, fuck.
I
was paying attention.
Getting all hot and bothered being on that
I
forklift
was.
certification.
That's the first time. No, I mean, because I've been wondering. It's just like, this is one of those games where there's quite a bit going on. So I'm trying to pay attention to the conversation while also doing this. So it's kind of been more, I feel like I've been doing pretty well.
Yeah.
But there's definitely some points where I'm like, okay, yeah, I fucked that
Yeah,
up.
but it sounds like you already have the job. I mean, they're short-staffed, and your brother put in a good word for you. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, is he an idiot? No, let's go. Does it pay as much as you were making before?
And it'd be paying more. And I'll be getting more hours and stuff
I
like
know when your
that.
brother started there, it was only like 15 bucks an hour, but that was also like a long time ago.
Yeah.
Like, that ain't affordable here now.
So, but yeah, I'll be making more, getting more hours. But the best thing is just going to be the full.
We're still gonna have weekends off?
Yes, that's going to be,
Sick.
that's the thing with that job too. Full weekends off, but I will also be getting full benefits finally. So I'll have medical and fucking 401k. and
Ben's
all
gonna
that
start
stuff.
wearing Carhartt. You're gonna buy a truck.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. My brother just bought a new car. He bought a Toyota.
Oh, you get
truck.
rid of his old one?
Yeah, he got rid of the
Dude,
Taurus.
that car was fucking sick.
It was sick until you had to pay for repairs.
Yeah, it's true. I mean,
And it
you
was
have a fucking
fucking
Volkswagen, you're gonna feel the pain of that shit.
Yeah.
You have a goddamn German car.
Yeah, well, when that happens, it happens. But luckily for now, the car's really nice. So
Your brother bought a Toyota. Those are Toyotas are good. I mean, there's a reason insurgents strap machine guns to the backs of them.
yeah. Ah, fuck! Come on! Oh, god damn it! This is turning into a
together.
disaster. Oh man, chaos ensues.
Oh, another piece of wisdom. So I was talking about my combating of anxiety. And all my weight loss and all that bullshit. One thing I learned from losing 160 pounds is that, yeah, it feels nice, but it doesn't matter. Like,
He's still.
yeah, like, it's good that I did, but it's just, like, being skinny doesn't matter.
It
Like, I
doesn't-
told Hannah once, because
Still have like depression and things like that.
yeah. I mean, it helps. Like, working out definitely helps. Like, I go on 4-mile walks, but I do it for mental health and
Yeah.
all that. But I remember, like, her and like somebody else were like obsessing about, like, you know, being thin. I'm like, listen, I'm like, I was unhappy when I was fat, and then I got super skinny, and I realized it solved none of my problems. I'm like, it's a different hell of my own creation. Like, now things I never had to think about are things I think about constantly.
Yeah.
I was like, the most important thing, and again, it's a cliche, I'm like, being happy in your own skin is more important than what you see in the mirror. Because at
Yeah.
the end of the day, you look in the mirror and you still see yourself. And I was like, you have to be satisfied with seeing yourself. And the numbers on a scale don't change that.
Yeah, that's some good advice there, I'd say.
It's true, but here's the problem with that advice. You can only learn it for yourself.
Yeah, you can't. See, that's always the funny thing is like when people try to tell you, it's like you have to come to it's like you hear it, but it's almost like your brain has to find the pathways to actually making sense in your own mind about it.
Yeah, because what I just said, people have heard before.
Exactly.
And I had heard before. Mm-hmm. And it's like, it's a lesson you have to learn for yourself. But as somebody who went through it, it's 100% true. That's why I'm like, I was so skinny that people were concerned. Yeah. Like Tyler being like, told Hannah, like, I'm worried about him. Like I put on probably like 20 pounds and I'm like, good. Like I literally intentionally went up a size. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I need to get over this shit mattering. But it's just, I don't know, David was fighting with his little brother at one point because his little brother, he was trying to give him like life advice. Like, dude, like if you like take this and apply it, like you won't have to make these mistakes. And his brother just wasn't hearing it and David was getting frustrated. And I'm like, listen, man, he's 19.
Yeah.
He's got to be a scumbag now.
Yep.
Because if he's not, he'll be a scumbag later when it's not appropriate to be a scumbag.
Yeah.
Like you can be a shithead when you're 19 and drink Four Locos in a Walmart parking lot and fucking joyride your friend's shitty Honda around.
Yeah.
Like, but if you don't do that when you're 19, you're gonna turn 30 wanting to do that stupid shit when it's not cute anymore.
Yeah, that's very true. You have to do stupid shit when you're young because that's the only time you can actually learn. It's the way you become a better person, pretty much.
Or you don't. That's the fear. Is he's like, but what if he doesn't?
Well,
and I'm like, that's out of your control, man.
Yeah. I would say, you know, he's got David in his life, so I would say I would.
Well, he kind of cut him out a little bit.
Did he?
Yeah, he like disappeared. And...
Oh yeah, when he did all that, yeah.
Well, and like he only shows up like when he needs something. And I'm like, dude, he's 19. You gotta let it go. Like we were shitheads when we were 19.
Yeah. I was a shitty kid too. I know I was. It's just something I eventually learned. You know, you
grow out of it.
Yep.
It's just a phase.
You can only hope so. It's like, it's weird how that works. It's like maybe, it's like the people who don't grow out of it, maybe it's just, maybe they're just always shitty people to begin with. It's kind of that thing.
That's why whenever people are like, what's the best advice you can give? And it's always, my best piece of advice is take people's advice. Because nobody ever takes it. They ask for it and do the exact opposite and then come around and find out that they should have taken it. Yeah. Because when I started taking people's advice, like it changed my life. Like my buddy Mikey, and when I saw him the last time I saw him, I was like, hey man, you don't realize this, but like I took a piece of your advice and it's been the best thing I ever did.
Yeah.
And then, of course, his response was like, yeah, of course. It's like, I'm not giving you advice to give you bad fucking advice.
Yeah.
I'm happy to hear that you took it and went with it. So anyway, listener, take people's advice. Unless it's bad, unless it's like, kids smoke these drugs.
Yeah,
don't do that.
There's certain, I always think you gotta kind of go with your gut a little bit on that. Because you kind of have to put some trust into yourself too with it.
This has become a self-help stream.
Yeah, it has. I mean, but this I don't know, maybe this game just kind of brings that out in us a little bit.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Don't do drugs in an underwater libertarian paradise. Don't do it.
It leads to nothing but madness. Oh shit.
Going down the water rabbit hole.
Yeah, really.
Speaking of rabbit holes, I got that Alice Madness Returns. Yeah, I picked that up.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's a fantastic little game right there.
When I saw it on like a underrated PS3 horror games, I saw it and went, holy shit, that's the most Ben game I've ever seen. So I picked it up and then Ben goes, oh yeah, I played that game. That game is fucking awesome.
It's amazing. It's a fantastic little game. Yeah, this game's now become, I guess, I don't know, photographer game.
We're playing Pokemon Snap?
Yeah, exactly. We're playing Pokemon Snap now. Because every enemy, you take pictures of them, it gives you more damage to them. It makes it so you get special perks from them. It's just
you put them in your Pokedex?
Exactly, but you want to keep doing it for every enemy.
Even miles underwater,
like, and then it gives to the point where you need to take pictures of enemies fighting, like in the middle of fighting them, and like you can get bonus things from taking, like, when I find a big daddy and I get to fight another big daddy, I can get bonus shit for taking a picture of them fighting. So yeah, there's all sorts of stuff like that.
So you get one big daddy to start fighting another big daddy, and then you take pictures.
Yep.
Because you like to watch.
I like to watch them. Let's see, yeah, increased damage. Leadhead splicers are vulnerable to anti-personnel rounds. So it starts to give you little hints, and then increased damage from...
Gives you all this information, you go cool and go hit it with a pipe wrench.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just lonely.
Lonely. So lonely. Talking crazy.
Exactly.
Well, now that we got the Pokemon Snap, we'll go ahead and end this episode, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
All right. Bye.
Bye.